Hello, my beautiful caregivers, care receivers. Welcome back to this episode of Smiling Tears Caregiver Support Group. I am Tiara Stevens, and I'm the CEO of this platform where we could come and just let our hair down and unwind and just talk about our true emotions and our true feelings without feeling judged or criticized. So today, the word that has been coming up to me lately is self-discipline. This can be sometimes very hard to do, especially being in the caregiver role. You know, sometimes being in a caregiver role, we are very vulnerable, especially at the beginning stage. We're very vulnerable, but as time go on, you get a little bit more courage, you get a little bit more wisdom, a little bit more knowledge and strength to where you're able to have discernment on what to do and what not to do in certain situations. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about self-discipline and because I know a lot of opportunities, a lot of challenges and things like that has been coming my way. And I have had to use a lot of self-control and self-discipline to make sure that I'm staying on the right path, and especially staying on the path that God wants me to stay in, because it can be so tempting to sometimes go on a whole nother path and what may look like a easier route to go to kind of escape what you are dealing with, So I know a lot of people out there who are caregivers may come across this as well, because we have so much on our plate as caregivers. We have a lot on our plate, and it's a lot of responsibility calling out to us, to where sometimes the outside world try to reel us in to go outside of, our bubble and the things that we got going on in our world. And sometimes you have to use discernment. Is this aligned with the will of God, or is it not? So you have to pick and choose your battles. And so I'm trying to be real intentional on what I decide to let into my spirit and my life, what and who I'm allowing to let into my spirit and into my life, to make sure that I'm doing the will of God and I'm doing exactly what God wants me to do and what is pleasing to Him. So just make sure that, while you're on this journey, because it is, like I said, we are vulnerable. We are very vulnerable in this state, whether you are a caregiver or a care receiver. We are vulnerable human beings because we are placed in vulnerable situations. We have vulnerable journeys that we are on. So sometimes it's so easy to get reeled into things that God do not want us to participate in. So you definitely have to pray about having discernment on what is good and what's not good. And if something is good for you and when something is not good for you, because you feel it in your spirit. And if you feel like there's something that I should get into, or I shouldn't get in, if this is something I should or shouldn't get into, you would know, because your spirit your spirit will kind of nudge on you. So just make sure you are using a lot of discernment. And that's another word that is coming up to me as well. Self-discipline and discernment. I'm just trying to be, every day I ask God, like, please God, give me discernment. Give me discernment to be on a higher spiritual level. Give me discernment on people and things, what is to be removed and replaced in my life. Because this life that I'm living is real. It's a real thing. Like, I'm living like one of the most challenging journeys that a person could ever live. So I don't got time to be playing no games. Like, I want to make sure that I'm doing the will of God and I'm doing what I am supposed to do. Have I always been perfect? No, I haven't always been perfect. Have I always made the right decisions? No, I have not always made the right decisions. So, but what I've learned is to get better discernment, have better knowledge, have better wisdom on the choices that I do make from here on out. And I know that I'm still going to make mistakes. I'm still going to fall short sometimes. And I'm still going to probably do things that maybe isn't pleasing to God. But that's the whole point of living and learning. Like on this journey, like we're going to live, we're going to learn. Sometimes we may make mistakes, but then next time we make better, we're going to make better choices because we have more wisdom and knowledge on a situation. So with that being said, self-discipline and discernment is just the two things that has been coming up in just in my mind, on this path that I've been on lately. Those are the two words that's been coming up. And I just want to encourage you, just use discipline, be self-disciplined. And I know sometimes that could be hard. It's hard for me to do. And I consider myself to be a very self-disciplined person, but it can be hard. So I'm not saying that it's not hard, that it is easy, or that it's easy, but just make sure you are intentional on that. You don't want to keep getting thrown the same test and then having to keep retaking that test over again because you failed it. Let's pass it the first time and move on to the next thing, So, ask God every day, please God, just give me discernment. Like I am in a vulnerable place. I'm on a vulnerable journey. So I need your discernment on who or what I am to entertain or I'm to let into my life. Give me discernment, God, on how to be on a higher spiritual level. Just ask God every day for that guidance and for that wisdom and for that knowledge, and He will give it to you. He will give it to you. Is it going to be easy? No, it's not always going to be easy, but He will definitely give it to you. So that's just my encouragement for y'all all today, is to just please be intentional on just using discernment, using wisdom, and using knowledge, and being self-disciplined, because this is can be a hard journey, and it's easy to let things in or people in that is not of God. So I love y'all, and y'all make sure y'all have a fantastic day. And until next time, we will see you on the Smiling Tears episode next Saturday at the same time. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel to stay updated on what I got going on this platform. Also follow us on Smiling Tears Support Group on Instagram. And also if you have any topics that you would like to discuss, make sure you email us at smilingtearsfortwayne.com. And we also have a website on smilingtearsfortwayne.com as well. The email is smilingtearsfortwayne@gmail.com. And then the website is smilingtearsfortwayne.com. I love y'all, and y'all make sure y'all have an encouraging, fantastic day. Mwah.